Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of Tuscany, there lived a young woman named Isabella. She was the most beautiful girl in the village, with long golden hair, bright blue eyes, and a smile that could light up the darkest of rooms. Isabella had many suitors, but none of them could capture her heart. One day, a handsome stranger arrived in the village. His name was Marco, and he had traveled from a distant land to visit his aunt, who lived in the village. Marco was tall and lean, with dark hair and piercing green eyes. He was unlike any man that Isabella had ever met, and she felt drawn to him from the moment they met. Isabella and Marco quickly became friends, spending long hours talking and laughing together. They would take long walks through the vineyards, watch the sunset over the rolling hills, and dance under the stars at night. As they spent more time together, their feelings for each other began to deepen. One day, Marco asked Isabella to join him for a picnic in a secluded meadow. Isabella eagerly accepted, and they spent the day lounging in the sun, eating delicious food, and drinking wine. As the sun began to set, Marco took Isabella's hand and led her to a nearby hilltop, where they could watch the stars come out. As they sat together, Marco took a deep breath and turned to Isabella. "Isabella," he said, "I have something that I need to tell you." Isabella looked at him, her heart racing. "What is it?" she asked. Marco took her hand in his and looked deeply into her eyes. "Isabella, I love you," he said. "From the moment I met you, I knew that you were the woman I had been searching for my entire life." Swelled with joy. She had never felt this way about anyone before. "Yes," she said, smiling through tears. "I will be yours, Marco." From that day on, Isabella and Marco were inseparable. They spent every moment together, exploring the countryside, sampling delicious food, and experiencing all the joys that life had to offer. They were deeply in love, and nothing could come between them. As the months went by, Isabella and Marco's love only grew stronger. They talked about their dreams for the future, of the life they would build together. They wanted to travel the world, to see new sights and experience new cultures. They wanted to start a family, to raise children and watch them grow. But as much as they loved each other, there were forces working against them. Marco's family did not approve of his relationship with Isabella. They saw her as a peasant girl, beneath the station of their wealthy and powerful family. They forbade Marco from seeing her, and he was torn between his love for Isabella and his loyalty to his family. Isabella was heartbroken by Marco's absence, but she refused to give up on their love. She wrote him letters every day, pouring out her heart and soul on paper. She sent him gifts, tokens of her love and devotion. She prayed every night that they would be reunited, that their love would triumph over all obstacles. Months passed, and still, Marco did not return. Isabella's heart grew heavy with despair. She began to lose hope that they would ever be together again. But then, one day, a knock came at her door. Isabella opened it to find Marco standing on her doorstep, his eyes red with tears. "I'm so sorry," he said, falling to his knees. "I should never have left you. I was wrong to listen to anyone but love."